When we started working on the show initially, we looked at all of Hal's material, and there's so much of it, and there's so many different projects and stories and important pieces of theater. But what was very clear that when we started working on it was all of Hal's shows are distinguished by incredible characters and incredible stories. Some musicals are a little bit more driven by their dance, some are driven a little bit more by song. But with Hal, it is all about the character. And if I tell you any one of his musicals, sometimes all you have to do is just say the name of one of the characters, and you immediately know the story. If I say Tevye, or Pseudolus, or Tony, or Bobby, or Desiree, you know what those stories are about. So when we started looking for the material for Hal that we wanted to showcase, we wanted to make sure that it really honored his tradition of telling stories that were all about character. And it was very easy to do at that point because his characters are spectacular. And that's what we wanted to focus on. And it allowed us to have to be able to pull down the most important iconic moments of his projects. So that's how we approached it. Yes, when you work on a piece like this, you always want to make sure that the audience's experience is something you really take into account. The great thing about working on a show like this is that every piece of material that's on the stage that's presented, every song, every dance, is something that is usually a blockbuster hit. It's something everybody knows, and they should be excited to see it. So we wanted to make sure we were pulling from the best of everything from Hal's world, from the shows that he did, so that the audience could immediately find their way into the piece and never start doing material that might not be as known or as interesting. So we think about the audience a lot. We want to make sure that they come with us on this journey of these great shows, a lot of them which they'll know, but we try to make sure that they always feel part of it. Well, whenever you work with Hal, he comes at every project with more energy than you could ever imagine in your life. When you sit down to work with Hal, he is ready to work. He's there before anybody else is, and he works until past any meal break, past anything you might ever think somebody might stop, and he just pushes on and on and on. And I think what's so exciting about that is it's not only that energy he brings to it, just to a meeting, but it's the energy he brings to a project. He wants everybody to deliver their best. So, and you want to bring your best. You always want to bring your best. So when he likes something, he'll jump up, he'll scream, he'll hit the desk, he'll say, "This is exactly right." And if he doesn't, you can tell when he's not particularly, he hasn't bought into something. He'll look at you, he'll give you sort of a slow, sly look, and then he'll maybe come back with a different idea, a different take. But no, he's very challenging, but he's also incredibly gracious in how he brings people into the process.